All right, everybody. I'm going to just take a look at the markets and see what happened today as well to explain it. So this right here is the ES, and then we'll move on to crude, gold, and one other market. So we see this move down. This looks like a change of behavior, folks. And you know the dead giveaway is this biggest bar in 100 bars. That's the dead giveaway. The other thing is that it's coming from an upthrust. You see how it tried to go higher? So typically they have this type of behavior where they come from springs and upthrusts. Why? It shows a rejection of those prices, and you know, the selling, they want the best prices. So where's the best price to sell? The new high. The new high is the best price to sell. And for change of behavior, you know, for bullish, it would be the spring because it's the best price to start buying. It's the best price to start selling is the new high. And you see it. And this really looks like a change of behavior. It cracked this low today. It's cracked 1, 2 lows. And the biggest bar in 100 bars. And they keep trying to buy, but the buying is failing. So that's a really good sign for the bears. Now what we need to see is a weak pullback. When that weak pullback occurs, game over. We're going to get ready for a downtrend. I don't know where it's going to go, but it should probably go down, take out this low around 5,000. All right, so we're going to look for that. All right, so we'll see. You'll see where the places to trade and all of that was. So this was the initial climax, and that set up the what the hell this is. But that was the climax that terminated the move and all of that. It went down, pulled back, down, retested this area of the climax brick, tapped it, went down, came back up, went into this selling area. As soon as it went to selling area, it went down, right? So we're seeing that behavior of lower high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Boom. This is exactly what I expect. So, and it's tapping those same levels, like anyway. So yeah. So now it's gonna get really interesting. We want to see, you know, if it has continuation, because it's already taken out this low and that low, this low and that low. Now I'm waiting for that pullback. So that pullback is really important. So we want to wait for the pullback to see if it's weak. If it's weak, it's game over. From accumulation and distribution point of view, you know, you had some effort here, break, down, 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 then some effort here. See this effort? Then break, yeah. Where does it go? Test that same effort area, yeah, it goes down. There was some effort on the downside here that set up the pop, and the pop, all it did was retest this area. So that's exactly, you know, as long as it doesn't take out the impulse wave. This is the impulse wave, or the impulse column of O's. This impulse column of O's, right? The impulse, you have impulse, consolidation, and once it takes out these areas, then we know there's a trend shift. So right now you had the climax, break, you know, effort, break, testing, break. So all right, let's go into the E-mini tick chart to show you. What's this? This was, I didn't see this. Oh, this was at the end. Okay. Yeah, I didn't see this, but basically you had the market go up, 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 and here it thrusted this high and then did a change of behavior. Now again, change of behavior by itself, we don't know if it's really a change of behavior, right? We don't know if it's a change of behavior, but it's 4.8 times normal volume, and it's the biggest in 8 waves, 8 down waves. So likelihood, yes. I've set it up because based on my understanding, to look for change of behavior, but we don't know until these pullbacks, right? Now, if I told you this guy, whoever sold this, the biggest down volume is 4.8 times normal. 4.8. 4.8 times the normal volume. And then I said, you know how much they had on the pullback? 35%, 24%, 13%. What would you do? Would you be bullish? If the selling is 4.8 times normal and the pullback is only 35%, 24%, or 13% the normal amount? No. Should supply, lack of demand. It's all lack of demand. I mean, 35% is 1/3 normal. 24%, and then 13%. That's why it broke. So you see supply, lack of demand. It goes down. Here, the bulls could have had a shot if this pullback held, because you see all this buying activity. But guess what? Like I said, change of behavior by itself means nothing. High volume waves by themselves mean nothing. They have to have a lack of supply. You have to have lack of selling activity. But the selling activity is still strong, so nothing's going to happen. Alright? And then we're done. There was some buying activity here, and some effort here. I mean, you have 1.75 times the volume, average volume, and it did a spring. So, I mean, I don't, it needs to be much more than that, in my opinion, on the up wave. On the down wave, though, you have a lot of effort, not a lot of reward, and that could set up a reversal. And that's probably, end of the day and all that, so you can't really, make sense of this right now. I'm not going to trade it either. All right, let's move on to the next market. So crude, what happened? Well, first let's take a look at the daily. Daily has a breakout rally, first pullback, and something's picking up here. Something's going on. I don't know what yet, but there's something that's going on right here. It's 28,000, I think, maybe more, whatever. It's 28, and something's going on. All right, I'm waiting for a pullback into this area here to look for a long, because why? Look at this. Look at this. That's demand. So we'll see if they're still in play right here. Then, yeah, and then that's it. So that's demand. All right. Today, from from day trade perspective, we're going up, 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 up. Here's distribution. This distribution here, up, up. All the clustered waves. It's clustering of waves. Clustered waves, showing a thrust, selling best prices from the high, have your change of behavior with 5 times average volume. So unfortunately, it didn't give a deep pullback, so can't really do much with that. But there were, in the other markets, there were opportunities, so I'll show that. All right, so we have gold. It just pulled back. It went up on 1.4 and then 1.5 times average volume, and then it pulled back right into this area. Now we have to see what's going to happen here. Why this very strong demand level? Where? Right there. Right? You see that? From that area, I mean, damn it, this thing just fell out of bed, it hit this high. You can't really detect what the hell's going on up here, and they just sold. So they just sold. Then it did some redistribution here, and sold some more. When it hit that level, see this buying level, they started covering. Small money started covering. That's why the volume went up to 1.99 times average. Right there, 1.99 times average. This right there. All this selling, and then finally some covering. So we'll see how gold responds. This is a support area, so we have to just see how it responds. All right. Now copper actually had the trade, a good one, really good one. All right. So the weekly is up and all of that, but you had a daily's up, and they'd had a counter trend trade, so. Okay, so what happened was, as they broke over here, right? They broke out, whatever, breakout. So it went up here, right? You had some effort. First, let's take a look at the daily. Everything is up. All right, we're done. Now we'll take a look here, and we see that this is level over here, and the market tried to break out. Why did it try to break out? Well, first of all, you need to see this. $2.5 times average volume. 2.5 times average volume right there. All right, that's accumulation right there. 2.5 times average volume in a little range. It's reaccumulation, which set up the pop. All right, so that's what set up the pop. And sometimes it's very clearly visible like this. If I was there, this would be very lucrative, because it's in consolidation. In consolidation, they reaccumulate, buy everything. When they're buying everything, typically one of two things happen. One, you have effort, meaning a lot of volume, or two, the volume completely dries up. When you have a lot of effort, that means they're just buying. When you have, everything dried up, that means they bought everything. So one of those two indications will show. Here you can see very little volume, so they bought everything and there's nothing left. Here they're buying everything, and that's why the volume goes up. And then what happens after that? That area is cleaned out, meaning inventory is taken, and that's why price goes to higher levels, because everything's bought. In the pullback, everything's bought. Here, pulled back, everything's bought. What happens? Price has to move up. Cannot trade anything. There's nothing left. They bought it all. Boom. All right. After they buy it all, price goes up. Now, when it goes up, right here, it's unable to. It's not ready to go. It's not ready to go and make highs and new highs and all that. So the breakout doesn't have follow through, and instead selling comes in right here. Now, these numbers are quite high. All right. And at the time, if I go back like that, you see how much volume was traded up here? This is a distribution. This is a distribution right here. That's why you have all that volume. All right, see all that volume? That line? All that volume? And the clustering of waves. Clustered waves. Then tries to go higher above these levels and drops on 2.83 times average volume with the biggest down wave in 20 waves. 20 waves. So you have a distribution, and then you have your sign of weakness, also known as change of behavior. After that, up, down, up. They test, give you the entry, and down goes. Now it's going right into an area of support, so we have to be careful because the trend is up, right? The trend is up, so this will just set up the move down, yeah, to basically get bought. So we'll see what happens Monday, I guess, and you know, where they start buying all of this up back up. All right, we're right at that support level, and they're going to buy. All right, that's all I got, folks. Have a wonderful day. Bye.